everybody, it's Christine with the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel, and today I am making a homemade cheesy mashed potatoes for you guys. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so that you're notified of when I post the next video, and then comment below of any recipes you want to see on the channel. You can also comment below on any questions you might have about cooking with a disability. And then after you watch this video, don't forget to go over to Disability Designs, ETC, where I create disability-themed merchandise that promotes disability inclusion, awareness, and acceptance of the disability community. And now that we've gotten through all that, let's go over to the stove and see what's going on. So today I have 1.5 pounds of mini Yukon Gold potatoes in here. You could use red potatoes, but I use these potatoes. I also have 1/4 cup of water in here as well, just to help steam the potatoes. I want to thank my new subscribers and say hello and thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Don't forget also to subscribe to my newsletter so that you can follow along in my author journey and learn about what I'm doing also as an author. I have 1 cup of milk here. I have 8 ounces of cheese. I have some pepper that's hiding behind the cheese, and I have some butter. This is really a simple recipe, guys, and remember, I'm really here to help show you guys how easy it can be to cook with a disability, even if you have some limitations, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do is lower my heat. I had this right before we started, filming. I boiled these potatoes for 25 minutes with some salt in a pot, this pot actually, and then I drained them, and now they're in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower the heat. The heat knob, remember guys, is your friend. It's there for you to adjust when needed. So let's come over here and start smashing some potatoes. Now, let me just hold on here. Hang on 1 second, guys. Now, I could have used red potatoes. I did not. When I smash these potatoes, and you'll notice as this goes on, these are very rustic smashed potatoes, meaning I've left the skin on, guys. Hold on a second because I have to adjust my heat here again. I've left the skins on, guys. If you don't want to leave the skins on, you can go ahead and take them off. If you wanted to use a different type of potato, you could do that too. I am going to go ahead and add my cup of milk. Be very careful, guys, with milk, because if you don't watch the milk on the stove, it can become very messy and be very dangerous. So we're going to be very careful with the milk on our stove. We're also going to adjust our heat knob. And in this recipe, guys, I'm going to adjust my heat knob every once in a while for a few reasons. And here, you may want to just watch what I'm doing here. For a few reasons, because this milk is going to get warmer, and I don't want it to boil over, even though I put a little bit of milk in there, and it's not completely, it's not a full pot, let's just say, of milk. So hold on. I am smashing these potatoes. You will notice that they are not going to be completely smashed. Let me go ahead and get my butter, guys. And let me just tell you, this is very rustic. If you wanted your potatoes to be a little less chunky, you're welcome to smash them a little bit more. But this is just an idea for you guys of how you can make homemade mashed potatoes. Also, I used milk. You could use, hang on 1 second. You could use cream instead. And here, this is proving, let me just stand this up. This is proving my point for me, because if we come back over to the pot, you can see that it's already starting to boil. So what I'm gonna do in this case is I'm gonna be very careful, and I'm gonna put in 2.5 tablespoons, guys, of the butter. Okay, and I am not measuring, guys. I am just using a tablespoon and I am scooping the butter out. Now, don't forget, you can go over to healthylivingwithadisability.com to get the recipe, guys. So I'll make sure to have that up for you. Hang on one sec. Excuse me. Now, let me come over here. I have 2 utensils here, guys, which I usually don't have. I usually only have 1, but I have 2 today that I'm using. So that's on purpose that they're here. Now, this is boiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir this, right? I'm going to come back to mashing in a minute. Okay? But I found in making these potatoes that you can mash and stir, which is what I'm going to do for 2 reasons. Because I want my ingredients to be evenly combined, and I want to make sure that this pot doesn't get too hot. And again, in this video, which you don't normally see me do, guys, but in this video, you may see me adjust this heat knob a couple times. So let's smash a little bit. And I want you to see, which is one of the reasons why I love doing these type of videos. I want you to see what happens. Now, again, the skin is on. So watch what happens when I smash. And what happens is I'm going to smash a little bit. I'm going to come over here. And then I'm going to stir. Right? And I'm just going to lift these potatoes. Because the real thing is that the real purpose of all this is that I want the potatoes to get the, the taste of all of these ingredients. Hold on one second. Now I'm going to add, and I'm going to actually, again, look, I'm going to actually lower my heat again. And don't worry, guys, I will leave you directions on how to make these mashed potatoes. So I am also going to add some black pepper. You could add white pepper, but I'm going to add black pepper. It's going to be about 1.5 teaspoons. But again, if you want more black pepper, you are welcome to use more black pepper. Also, I was saying before about adding milk. If you wanted to use plant-based milk, you could do that. This is just a suggested way to make these potatoes, okay? So look, I have a potato here. I have a little rogue potato right here. We're gonna take care of him in a minute because he's not completely smashed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir a little bit like this because I need to now take the masher and make sure he gets smashed. Hold on one second. Guys, altogether, this recipe will probably take you about 45 minutes between the time you need to cook the potatoes. And look, I'm mashing. I got to make sure that this guy there, he is. I got to make sure he gets mashed. And the reason that we mash and I use these potatoes is because they're quick cooking because they're smaller. You could also, which I didn't do, but you could also half these potatoes before you put them to boil, which makes it a little bit easier for them to cook because it makes it a bit faster. I'm going to come back over here, guys. I'm going to switch utensils, right? And by the way, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to stir. See this, guys? I'm going to stir because yes, I'm smashing these potatoes or mashing these potatoes in my pot. I'm also using plastic utensils so I don't damage the bottom of my pot, but I want these ingredients to incorporate together, right? So here we go. Look at that, very rustic. Take a look before I add one more ingredient. Very rustic. The potato skins are still on. Again, if you don't want them on, you can go ahead and skin the potatoes prior. I wanted them on, and I did not mash the potatoes all the way, right? I want my potatoes chunky. So, this is a great side dish, guys. You can serve it with one of the other wonderful main dishes I have on the channel. Now, here's the other part. I'm going to add 8 ounces of mild cheddar cheese. You could add Mexican cheese. You could add Swiss cheese. You could add whatever cheese you want. Okay, but here it goes. And here's the other thing, guys. You could also shred your own cheese. But remember, guys, that on this channel, I like to show you ways, like little shortcuts, especially because I cannot cut things very easily on my own. So I love to show shortcuts, and I just adjusted the heat again because the cheese is now gonna turn these potatoes a bit cold. So even though they're steaming a bit, I'm stirring from the bottom, guys. So make sure you stir from the bottom to completely incorporate your cheese into your potatoes, okay? But like I was saying, you know, these are just ideas and ways, shortcuts to show you so you could see that cooking with a disability is a possibility. Now, here we go. I have my heat on medium. Hold on one second because I got a whole bunch of cheese. Hold on. I'm going to stir one more time, guys. Take a look at this. Because what we're going to do is now I've stirred like this on purpose. I'm stirring from the bottom because I want to bring up all those potatoes, right? So delicious, okay? Again, you could add chives to this. You could do a whole bunch of other things. This is just an idea for you guys. Now, I have this on medium. I'm going to cover it and cook for another 5 minutes, guys. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on actual medium. And then I'm gonna cook another 5 minutes. Let me show you on the timer here. I love to use my timer. And then we will be back to show you what it looks like and to plate it. See you then. Hey everybody, it's Christine and we're back on the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel. And today we are finishing up our cheesy mashed potatoes for you guys. Let's go over to the stove and see what's happening. This is after 5 minutes and they're boiling just a little bit. That's fine. This after 5 minutes on medium. We did this so that the cheese could completely incorporate into our potatoes. Actually, hold on one second. And if this happens, that's okay. We're gonna actually probably, hold on one sec. Just stir a little bit. Oh, there we go. We actually gonna add a little bit of water. Hang on one second for me. Actually, let me go ahead and come back. Well, actually here, we don't need to add water because look, I stirred and the water, I guess, that was there from the cheese, there it went, and it did what I needed it to do. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this off. We are going to now plate. So, here we go. These look delicious. I'm gonna make sure to bring my pot over. Come on over so you can see. As I plate, be careful because you see the steam because we're really cooking here. So I'm gonna take just 2 portions. This is a great side dish, guys, for any chicken or meatloaf. And that's all I'm gonna actually, one more, right? This is so cheesy, guys. See, there we go. Just stir that a little bit. If it looks like it's getting stuck, just stir it a little bit and the fluid from the cheese will help you out. Hang on one sec, guys. Okay. So now, please, guys, look at the steam here. Please be very careful. I'm gonna move my pot off of the heat because even when the heat is turned off, the burner is still warm, so we want to move it away from the heat, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here. Look at this deliciousness. Oh my goodness gracious. This is very hot, guys. So I'm gonna take a minute Look as I stir. Oh my goodness. It looks so good, guys. And remember, I left it chunky on purpose. If you wanted to make it creamier, you just keep mashing the potatoes. Also, in case I didn't say it before, you could also use a small red potato for this as well. It would also be delicious. So here we go. Let's see. Check that out. Oh my goodness. The potatoes, the cheese, the pepper. Let me blow on this because it's really food and we're really cooking here. The potato is perfectly cooked and perfectly seasoned, guys. It's so creamy and delicious. Oh my goodness. One more. I gotta blow on it because it's hot, but I really wish it wasn't so hot because it's really good. Oh my God, that, guys, so delicious. If you need a side dish, here's my suggestion. Please go over to the Healthy Living with Disability YouTube channel. I mean, go over and see, it's so good. It's so good, it's mind-boggling. Go over to the Healthy Living with Disability blog, pick up the recipe, make this tonight for your side dish. You will not be sorry, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time. Thanks for watching another amazing video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you're notified when I post the next video. And don't forget to go grab your copy of Cooking with Ease, your guide to cooking with a disability, available now on Amazon. Thanks so much and see you next time.